So, Bernard45 here with
Fucking ocean is endless.
his good friend Dr. Kaito. And right now, Dr. Kaito wants to show us something about the Fusion Coils in Halo 4's multiplayer maps. What have you found?
Well, I found out that the Fusion Coils on Solace are actually way longer range explosions than other maps. So I set up these jersey barriers, 4 jersey barriers, to show a, well, kind of like a timeline, but explosion timeline, of the distance. So let me fire off on the 4th jersey barrier. Only a good, maybe 1/5 of my shield went away. Let me recharge it. So that's the 4th jersey barrier. Here we go. Here was the 3rd one. Now, I almost lost all my shields there. Okay. So, 2nd jersey barrier. Now, I'm probably gonna die here. All my shields. Obviously, I'm not gonna do it, but, you know, yeah.
Betrayal!
Done. So, the barriers, far away you have to be for explosions to affect you, for the fusion coils. The other explosion type ordnance, or whatever they're called, don't explode as far distance as the fusion coils do, though.
Alrighty. Have you discovered this on only this map, or do you think it's on the other maps as well?
All the way over here? What kind of shit is that?
I found even on, what is that new map been on? The one with
Pitfall?
Vertigo?
No, the other one. Vertigo. On Vertigo, the fusion coils actually explode like a plasma grenade, and it has a light yellow sticky substance, and it has a different sound, we found, so there may be different types of fusion coil explosions on other maps. We'll see.
Alright, so do you want to cut out to a different map?
I do.
Alright then, we'll see y'all in a second. We're gonna load up another map. Be right back.
Okay,
we're on the
next
second map right now, which is Vertigo. Yeah, it's the new one from the DLC Champion map, Bullseye map back, whatever. And here's the Fusion Coils for this map. Looks the same.
I first would like to show the guys that there's a different explosion if you pay attention to the explosion. Notice when I exploded, there's like substance that comes out of it. I've only noticed this on this map.
It's probably on other maps, but we haven't really looked at all of them yet. We've only done like 3 maps so far.
We'll test them, show you the difference. Alright, these are the equivalent to jersey barriers. Unfortunately, these windows here are not the best we got, so let me, yeah, they're not destructible.
Oh yeah, this map doesn't have any jersey barriers, so if you're going to make a good flood map doing the barrier design trick from switches, it does not work. Just heads up.
Yeah. Well, let me start out at the 4th barrier, like I did before here. I took no damage off of the 4th barrier. So, 5th barrier. No damage on the 3rd barrier. 2nd barrier. That only took down 3/5 of my barrier. Obviously. 1st barrier,
so,
I'm dead.
At the 1st barrier, it's death. 2nd barrier,
Body
you took
dissipated
maybe
too.
like a tiny bit. Oh yeah. And your body dissipates from this, so it guess it has like a foreigner ability to it.
It does? Oh, it does! Wow,
Yeah.
you're right.
Huh.
That would explain the substance I saw then, huh?
So I guess these are supposed to be like foreigner fusion coils, even though they're still made like human ones. Good one, 343. You really thought that one out.
For real.
Go on to the next map.
Alrighty then. We'll be right back. starting now. Alright, so, Kaito, we are on the map Pitfall with the new DLC. And, what have you found with this one?
We found something interesting, that both of the Championship DLC maps, both of them have the Forerunner Fusion Coil. I guess that's what we're calling it now, right? I guess. Forerunner Fusion Coil. I also found out that you have to be uber close in order to actually take any major damage. So I'm gonna start out instead of
on this map, right?
Yeah.
So Vertigo, it's pretty big, but this
correct.
one is not.
I'm gonna start out at the third barrier because of how ridiculously short range it is. I took no shield damage on the third barrier. Nothing. Second barrier. I only took half shield damage on second barrier. Shield recharge. I'm gonna be at the end of the first barrier, and I'm gonna end of the first barrier, and I took all my shields, which is actually a way shorter distance than all of the other maps we've tested so far. And obviously, if you go punch it, you can see clearly that all of our body is disintegrated. So you have to be.
Indeed, a little triple starburst there. Alright, so I'm gonna show it now too.
I'd like to point out that
second barrier?
you shot something and John was right next to it and didn't die. So, John, you were right next to that fusion coil, didn't die when Bernard shot.
They're just like so weak on this map.
We're finding out is that it's just theory so far, but we'll test it in the next episode, or the next portion of this episode. Things that the fusion coils.
I'm pretty sure we have time for one more video.
I'm starting to think, Vernon, that the fusion coil's damage is related to the size of the map. So what I'm going with.
What's my theory?
It seems like it.
Mine.
Yes, J5 X bomb is
Alright, we'll see you in the next episode, everyone. Be right back. Alright, so we're now on Forge Island, the really humongous map, and we're putting J-Bomb's theory to the test of bigger maps, bigger bombs. Alright, Kaido, you want to start up on this one?
Yeah, we added an extra barrier because we thought that bigger maps, bigger bombs would hurt me all the way over here. Let's test this out. Wow, 6 barrier. Nothing. Okay, here's the
Get
barrier.
from right here.
Yeah, 5th barrier is nothing. Okay, let's move on. 4th barrier. Absolutely nothing. 3rd barrier. Still nothing, Bernard. 2nd barrier. Half my shield. That's it. Half. And obviously, the last barrier will kill you. I think we found out something interesting. When you see a normal explosion on a fusion coil, that is a regular fusion coil. When you see this sort of weird-looking substance come out of it, like it's liquid almost, that's a Forerunner fusion coil. So that's something to keep in mind.
Alright. So yeah, that's a good interesting find. For map size doesn't control it, maybe it's what the bomb is. Then of course, sometimes the bomb will have a normal explosion size, but some of them are even bigger, so it kind of questions the bombs on all the maps now. We're gonna do one more map, and it'll be the last map. And that last map was decided
because it is as big as Valhalla, and that's one of the top maps, not to mention it actually has.
Of course, Ragnarok is Valhalla, but we're just going to do some more of the other maps. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. We're gonna be right back. Alright, so, Bernon here with Kaito and friends again. We are now on Longbow with the same thing we're doing. And, Kaito, what have you found with this map so far?
So far, like I said, if you see an explosion rather than liquid, this map has an explosion fusion coil, so it is not a forerunner fusion coil. Let me, go from the 6 barrier, because we added the 6 barrier last time, so we're going with, in order of what we had before. So here we go, 6 barrier. Going along John's theory, nothing. John's theory, J5 bomb, being that a bigger map has a bigger explosion. Currently we're thinking that maybe Forge Island does not apply because it's just a Forge map. Maybe regular maps have a advantage, I guess. Here we go, 5th barrier. I got maybe a quarter of my shields gone on the 4th, what was that, 5th barrier?
Yep.
Jeez, man. Jeez. Okay, alright, here we go.
Yeah, 4th barrier, 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're on 3 now.
Okay, I'm on 3 barriers. 3rd barrier, here we go. Almost all my shields gone. That's not the... Huh.
I got some damage from right here.
Yeah, John being behind me. Yeah, being behind me got hit. Here we go, 2nd barrier. Okay. All my shields gone on the 2nd barrier.
And some blood splatter, so I'm guessing the first one we kind of configure. Yeah.
So obviously, if I punch it on the last, if you go anywhere close to the last barrier, you're gonna die. Yeah, being behind me got hit. Here we go, 2nd barrier. Okay. Gone on the 2nd barrier. And yeah. So obviously, if I punch it on the, if you go anywhere close to the last barrier, you're gonna die. So yeah, and here's a little tip: if you're on a bigger map, say like this one, and you see a ghost or a vehicle coming by, and you see a fusion coil, probably a good idea to hit it on the. Yeah, I got hit from way over here. So, wow, good job, my shield. And here's a little tip. Bigger explosions. And you see a ghost liquid, it's a forward. You see regular, it's not. Coil, probably a good idea. I'd like, hold on, one more thing, Bernon, one more thing. We only tested basic maps and the 2 new ones on Forge Island, so you can go ahead and test that yourself. The newest Castle DLC, all those DLCs. We haven't tested whether or not they're Forerunner fusion coils or regular fusion coils, human fusion coils. Hold on, so feel free to test that on your own. We only tested basic maps and the 2 new ones plus Fordo. You can go ahead and test that yourself. The newest Castle DLC, all those DLCs. We haven't tested whether or not they're I don't know, Bernard, about that being the case, because as even in the Halo storyline goes, you know, us humans are kind of dangerous. Well, about that being the case, because as even in the Halo storyline goes, you know, us humans are kind of dangerous.